Chris and I'll come hopscotching through from the back.
Yeah, so this is, we're about 7 days now of clearing this stuff, and this is where we're at. Built that huge brush pile, and that huge brush pile, that huge brush pile. Cleared all this stuff out. Wood pile, wood pile, wood pile, wood pile. A wood pile, another brush pile, another brush pile, another brush pile, wood pile, wood pile. It's a little bit of clearing we got so far for the lake. And this is a main clearing. Now that's where we're going to put the camper for now. That's kind of clear back there. This neighbor's piece of crap car rotting to the earth. That one's today, that's one tree right there. One tree. Minus the top. Some bugs out today. It's November 12th. It's like 55 degrees up here. It's ridiculous. Stuff we haven't got cut up yet, but it's down. We're getting pretty low land here. This sometimes gets wet, so this is where the boardwalk will be eventually. That was our first attempt that we failed at to hit the right spot. This is our second time. You can already see the deer. Tons of deer tracks already all the way through this. I just love that this is all cleared out. This is it's a little bit soft. It's still pretty dry right here. This is I believe they call this stuff majestic tag alder or something like that. But you can see how thick that stuff is. You can't even see nothing, and then we cut it all down, well, a little bit of it down, so we can at least walk through here now. This is where a boardwalk will go, so in case the water comes up a little bit. But you can see how thick that stuff is. Oh, but it is gorgeous, isn't it? Jeez, burn it all down. Burn it all down, if I could. The tree growing out here, cut that down. Still walking. This is where it gets a little bit softer. Some kind of other magical crappy plant growing here. Burn all this garbage down. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but that's what it is. It sucks to cut. like group of trees. We're going to put a fire pit out here. That's about where the property ends there. That's ours from there. All the way to that one. You're probably not going to be able to see it though. The sun's right in the way now. I think it's about 4:30 in the afternoon or something. Something like that. This is a pretty nice dry spot. Cut a couple more of these trees down. More boardwalk here. And whatever this stuff is. Tried cutting with a chainsaw a little bit, but it just breaks off. And then there's a little bit of water here. But this will be the beach eventually. We can clear all this stuff out, and then hopefully bring some sand in here and raise this up like the shoreline's raised up here. Comes up, it's all super dry right here. And we cleared this out here a little bit. This 20 feet or so of these. This was some of that majestic tag alder, I think, too. I left this little tree for now, but I might move it. I don't know what it is. It's evergreen. Don't care. That's it. This is ours. Now you can see it's all sand. It's sweet. And once you get some of this garbage out of here, it's just freaking awesome sand. It's like perfect sand. Perfect sand for the kids to eat and throw in their faces. But I mean, it's pretty sweet. You can't see. There's a neighbor over there, but you can't see it. And there's another one over here. You can't see it. And I think there's like 3 or 4 houses over on the inside of that little bay there. But a little bit of reeds, and I mean that's about it for vegetation. Not really much at all. Not hardly any muck. Water's like a kind of like a light brown color. But I mean all the way across there, this is all that I believe the neighbor was saying all that whole area right there is like DNR protected walleye breeding grounds over there. Nobody can ever build a house over there. And then right there, that's like some kind of state park, like a day park or something, and one of the boat launches is over there. And then there, if you can see way over there, is that one big house, and that's that's where the high rent people live over there. This is what all this work's been for. So I think 7 days now, and now you're looking back. I'm at the beach and looking back, you can kind of see the path where I walked through. Which, I mean, we'll clean it up better than this once I get a better brush cutter. I think we melted Tony's already trying to do it. Didn't really work that well. Get a better saw blade or a can of gas and a match. That's what me and the neighbor were talking about, just burning the whole thing down. He owns all the way over there. He owns 2 of these lots. So that's probably about as much as he'll ever do with it right there. So it's pretty secluded. I mean, there's that majestic tag alder there. Blocks that whole neighbor. It's super sweet. I'm never going to cut that stuff down over there. Just this garbage. But right now it's not bad to walk down at all. It's other than a little bit of wet. There, my feet don't even get wet. I mean, and this gets pretty high right here. I think the deer been down here through here too. Like I cleared all this stuff out. I cut all this. I haven't seen any down here yet, but I definitely saw a bunch of tracks through my path. I think we cut that path like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But they're also blasting the crap out of the deer. Right now you can hear gunshots all day. Bam, bam. That hit them on the highway too. Jesus, there's a lot of deer on the highway. So now we're walking back, so now you can see, I mean, geez, you can really see how thick that stuff is. It's just ridiculous to try and cut through that. And each one of these little clumps, these mounds, That's where this huge one of these, right there, that big mound. And they grow all different directions. The stupidest plant I ever seen. Look, like, see, it grows sideways. What a stupid plant. Grows on the ground and into the other ones. And look at it. They're just a mess. They're crap to try to go through. Look at this huge mound. But so far, we're knocking it out. Hopefully we'll get the Bobcat up here now and get those stumps out and be able to drive back there and get the camper in. Next year, start burning some of this stuff. Man, we got piles of brush to burn. And you can see it's not too bad of a walk. I mean, it's freaking pretty long. We cut those down so we could get the view better yesterday, or 2 weeks ago. We still need to cut a bunch of this stuff off, but we got really what we needed to get done. See, it comes up, the crown comes up pretty fast. You see how the height difference. I'm already up from the low part. So there's the low part. I'm not even halfway up, and you can see how quickly it just comes up. But I mean, it's pretty comfortable to walk. More wood. It'll come up, and this is where the house will be eventually. So the house will be right there, facing that way, and we'll get all this stuff here cleared out in about 100 years or so, something like that, maybe before I'm dead. That's about it. He's gonna wrap it up for this year down here and come back next year and try to knock it out some more. But so far so good. A couple guys, a girl, a couple chainsaws. That's it. It's amazing what people can do. Isn't it amazing, Tony? It's amazing what people can do, isn't it?
It is amazing.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff.